welcome to AI Verdict. Imagine this. You tell an AI your vision for a website, and then you just sit back and watch it build the whole thing. I mean, the entire thing, from scratch. Sounds like science fiction, right? Well, it's not anymore. Today, we are breaking down a massive update from Google's design tool, Stitch, that makes this a reality.
So what's the big deal here? Well, let me put it this way. Just a little while ago, connecting an AI to a design tool was a total nightmare. I mean, you were stuck messing with complex cloud commands, manual security roles. It could take hours. But now it's just one API key. Seriously, we've gone from hours of pure frustration to about 30 seconds. This isn't just a small update. It's a game changer for who gets to use this kind of power.
All right, so here's how we're going to break this all down. First, we'll look at that crazy fast 30-second setup. Then, I'll walk you through connecting your AI assistant. After that, the really cool part, teaching the AI your unique style. Then we'll kick off the autonomous building loop and just watch it go to work. And stick around, because at the end, we're going to see the AI actually explain its own design choices. It's wild.
Okay, let's dive right in. We're going to start with the single most important piece of this puzzle, the simple key that unlocks this entire process.
So the core of this whole thing is something Google is calling the self-building loop. And trust me, it's exactly as awesome as it sounds. The AI doesn't just spit out code. No, it designs, it codes, and then, and this is the crazy part, it actually opens a web browser to check its own work. It verifies everything, and if it's not right, it just keeps iterating, page after page, all by itself. And look at how simple this is now. You just go into your Stitch settings, click Create API Key, and then you copy it. That's it. 3 clicks. It's almost too easy. You're now ready to hook up your AI. All right, so you've got your key. What's next? Well, we need to plug that key into our AI assistant. For this demonstration, we're using a tool called AntiGravity to get everything wired up. Okay, a quick heads up. Since this tech is so new, there might be one little manual step here. You might have to pop into the settings for what's called the Model Context Protocol Server, or MCP server, and just paste that API key in yourself. It literally takes 2 seconds, a quick copy-paste, and you're good to go. So, how do we know it actually worked? This is the moment of truth. You just give the agent a simple command. Ask it to list down my projects from Stitch. If it comes back with a list of your actual projects, boom, it's connected. And believe me, this is where the real fun begins.
Okay, now we get to my favorite part. This is where we teach the AI to think like you. We're not talking about generic cookie-cutter templates here. We're talking about giving the AI your unique design DNA. We're basically creating your own personal design apprentice. And how do we do that? We use 2 really powerful pre-built agent skills that you can grab right from Stitch's GitHub. You can think of these skills like apps for your AI. The first one, design.md, acts like a design detective. It scans one of your existing projects to figure out its style, the colors, the fonts, everything. The second skill is the Stitch loop. That's the one that takes all that style information and just runs with it.
So, you just kick things off with a simple prompt. You tell the agent, hey, look at this old project of mine, the one with the modern dark theme, and create a design.md file for it. And just like that, the agent analyzes the project and creates a whole design system for you.
Okay, so at this point, our AI has its style guide. It knows exactly what we want the final product to look like. So now, we get to step back and let the AI take the wheel. This is the moment we've been waiting for.
And all it takes is one last prompt. We tell the agent to use the Stitch loop skill and to follow that design file it just made. And that's it. We press enter and the autonomous process begins.
What happens next is, honestly, it's just incredible to watch. It's a complete hands-off loop. The AI plans what it's going to do, it writes the code, and then, this is the critical part, it opens a real browser to test its own work. If it spots a mistake, it doesn't panic, it just goes back, refines the code, and tries again, over and over, until it gets it right. So, the loop has run its course. The big question is, what did we end up with? What does the final product look like? And maybe even more interesting, how did the AI make its decisions? Well, the result is a fully coded landing page that perfectly captured that modern dark vibe from the original project. So, mission accomplished, right? But what's really, really interesting is how it got there.
See, during its autonomous process, the agent didn't just create one layout. It actually came up with multiple options. It had to make a choice between 2 main directions, a classic 60/40 split-screen layout and a more dynamic, full-width Z-pattern design.
And this is the part that's truly fascinating.
When it was asked why it made its choice, the AI explained its reasoning. It said it selected the first version, the split screen, because that layout aligned perfectly with the design principles it extracted earlier. It wasn't just guessing. It was making a deliberate design decision based on the data. This isn't just a tool executing commands anymore. This is an orchestrator.
So let's just quickly recap what we've seen. The setup went from hours to literally 30 seconds. We can capture a project's entire design DNA with a simple skill. And the Stitch loop completely automates the whole create, test, and verify workflow. The big takeaway here is that the agent is no longer just a tool that you use, it's the one orchestrating the entire process.
This is a really profound shift. We're moving from being the orchestrator to being the visionary. Our role becomes less about the how and all about the what. And that leaves us with one massive question to think about. With an autonomous AI designer, what would you build?